power, and peace. This is another one, a short one, so we're going to jump right in. This one is called Who is Me, Myself, and I? Now, we all know, I know, that you think that you are a woman as a woman and you think that you are a man as a man. But little that you know, the fact that everybody overlooks is that if for a man, if you are 60% masculine energy and 40% feminine energy, and for a woman the way around, she is 60% feminine energy, 40% masculine energy. That means on both sides, we are 10% away from being 50-50. Now, that is important for us to hold in consideration because the spirit inputs and outputs the earliest stages of what we are going to call masculine and feminine energy. It's not these words, but we use these words to have something to point out to, that we all know what it is. The mind also processes and correlates both energies simultaneously at the same time, doesn't separate them. The gender that we choose is the last decision that we make, and we are just slightly leaning to the side that we pick, just with 10%. We are closer to being 50-50 than we are to being the gender that we pick. Now, you might think, what does this have to do with the title? Who is me, myself, and I? That is because, again, let me repeat, you think that you are just a man and a woman think that she is just a woman, but those who created this language understood how perfect me and you are. So, when we are going to answer that question, who is me, myself, and I, we need to picture who is talking. We need to really peep spiritual game now. So, if we hold these two in consideration, the spirit and the mind doesn't make no distinction in between the masculine and the feminine, uses them simultaneously, both the same way, and it is the physical body that makes that separation. And this reflects back in the language that we speak. Now, if we look over here next to me, we can see this building that I have drawn. And why? Because we always represent ourselves as, or our body as being a temple. Now, on one spiritual note though, every building, every temple has a entrance. When we are talking about going within, we need to use that entrance. Now also, don't panic. We do this automatically already. You are here, you are a human being in a human body with a mind and a spirit. We already control this. We are just not aware of it. That is the only thing. So everything that you see online, good luck with it. But it is the awareness that makes the difference. Nothing else. There is no special trick to nothing. Just being aware of it so that you can see it. Now, if you look beside me over here, you have the third dimensional representation, our physical self. We have our mental body, the sixth dimensional representation, always in the back, inside, looking out. And we have the spiritual representation, the spirit body of ourselves. Now, it is the physical body, as we just disclosed, the one that makes the distinction. Now, how does it make this distinction? When it is representing itself as the force, that is where we use I. What I mean with the force, it is the force that claims stuff. I need that pen. I need this pencil in my hand. I need that mug. That is a force that is going to claim something for itself. Once we are talking about mind, the force is indicating its inner space. So now we are talking about, this is my food. This is my cup of water. So this goes inside of me. This is for my inside, whether it be something physical to eat or something that makes my inside brings my inside at peace. For instance, that is my room. Private space brings peace in that case scenario. And whenever we are indicating our mental body, this is the one that makes no distinction. So the referral is more intense. So now, an example. Let's say, for example, don't hurt me. Now, this is a more heavier a subject. So in this case, To just think about it. If you get physical trauma, that will heal over time. In most case scenarios, like may the forces be with you. But we heal from physical trauma over time. May it be a month or 10 years, we heal from physical trauma. But mental trauma, that can stay with you till a next lifetime. You'll be born being afraid of water or heights or whatever, not knowing where it comes from. Mental trauma brought it with you, or kept carrying this with you without finding closure. Now, whenever we are indicating the the operational force inside of this being, this is when we are talking about self. And when we are indicating self, now something is serious. So here the subject gets more heavier, but now it's serious. So now we are talking about, for instance, I will do that, the inner space of the physical being, self. Or else you will hear something like, I'll do it. That is still, the vibe is still okay. But once we are bringing it to I will do it myself, now it is more serious. Now people know that they need to move out of the way so that you can do it yourself in that trend. And this is how we use me, myself, and I. Basically, myself is all mushed together. And this clouds the vision of for us to realize who is talking. But once we realize who is talking, we realize when we use these referrals. Now, with this one, I keep it short and sweet, and I'll see you in the next one. Holla.